everyone and welcome to Lucy's Larking Adventures. We're here at this lovely location in Somerset today, and we're actually going back to an area that we've been before where we found a bottle dump, and we managed to find a few great things actually, but we know that there's much more there to be found, so we're just heading off now to see what we can find, and I'll bring you with me till we cross the water. Weather's pretty good today, and actually the water levels look pretty low, which is good because we've got to cross the river. And it's a really lovely autumn day. Sun's out, but the leaves are starting to fall, as you can probably see. One of my favourite types of day today. I'll just show you a little bit about where we are before we cross over. Look at it. It's a really old area. Okay, so we're at our spot now. We're just going to head across the water here to the other side. And I might have a little look as I go just to see if there's anything in the water. I'll bring you back shortly and we'll catch you up. Okay, here we are, we're on the other side. You can start to see some of the remnants, look, of things that we've left behind before. And we're going to start digging and we'll let you know what we can find. So I'm just digging and I've come across this, so it looks like there is a bottle here, which is great. Found lots of broken stuff so far, of course. Let's see if this is... Oh no, it is complete. No name on it, unfortunately. But still, that's a good sign. I'm going to find some complete stuff. So on I go, and I'll bring you back and let you know what else I find. Hi everyone, so look at this lovely find that Ryan's found. It's an old tin, and it says Tournette, and I think it's some sort of, yeah look, boot polish. Cherry blossom boot polish. I really love that. I know it's not like sort of particularly old, but I quite like stuff from this sort of era. And I think I might take it home, clean it up, you know, I think it's going to look good in my cabinet. So I've spotted another bottle here. You can see that the bottom's okay, just not sure about the top. Let's see where we get to. There you go. Oh look. Beautiful. Still got a lid on, look. Wonder what that was. Can't quite tell from that. But it's got a nice colourful lid on. Oh look, it looks like it's still got half the contents in as well. Nice. So I think we can probably still get older. But I'm quite a fan of this era of stuff actually. It was all pretty cool, wasn't it? And actually I've just noticed it says around the bottom, I don't know if you can see it very well, property of Kia Aura, so that's obviously the symbol on the top, and then it says here not to be refilled. So that'll go nice with the sort of Tizer and Lucozade bottles that I found from about the sort of 70s or so. So Ryan's just had another dig, look at what he's found, an old Brill cream bottle. I didn't know it ever came in glass bottles, to be honest, so that's quite a good find. Looks nice, doesn't it? Look at this, another bottom. So we know the bottom's complete, and I'm just going to try and unearth this slightly and see if it's got a broken top. Oh, nearly there, I think. Oh wow, look at this, the cod bottle. It's a really nice one. It's got a picture on the front. What does it say? Registered bottled bath water. Oh no, noted bath water, JBB. What does it say? This bottle belongs to JB Bowler. Bath, how fantastic. My home city, not far from here. Got a great find. Has it still got the, I can't hear the clinking. Oh look, it has though. It has still got a marble in it. Yes, that's an excellent find. I'm really pleased with that. And actually, I do know this name, not because I have found anything from JB Bowler before, but because it is quite a noted name in Bath. And yeah, if I get time at the end of this video, I'll try and show you how I know about him and what I've heard about him. But yes, I'll leave it there for now because it'll be a nice surprise. So yeah, I hope I can clean this out. I've got another cod bottle at home. You will have seen, those of you that have looked at my collection, that is filled with mud and stuff, which I haven't been able to empty yet. So more to do. But I'm super pleased with that. Great find. Look at this little beautiful one that I've just pulled out, a little tiny one. Absolutely love the smaller ones. So yeah, pleased with that. And just have a look at these two. Both of them we found separately. Ryan found one, I found the other. They've both still got lids on, and I love it when we find things with lids still on. So that looks like an old sauce bottle, look, no name on the side. And this, I don't know, it looks kind of like a baby food jar or something, doesn't it? It's got some writing on the bottom. MFC it looks like. So yeah, lots of things with lids as well. I am finding bits of pottery as well, which is great. So I'm going to take loads home. I've got some great pans to make some jewellery out of nice pottery finds. But what I'll do is, rather than show you as I find it, I'll just do a quick roundup at the end, shall I, of all the bits that I'm going to take home with me. See you shortly. Look, another lidded find, and a little tiny one as well. And this one is a really small yeast vite bottle. We've got one of these before, but a slightly bigger size actually. So, and I think we've got it at home, you know, in our cabinet. So I'll take that with it and we can have a little collection of them. Isn't that sweet? So I've got a good feeling about this one. I've managed to get it out and look at it. Oh, it's really sweet, isn't it? Screw top, so it's not that old. Has it got any writing on it? I don't know that it has actually. Oh, it has, look. What does that say? Not that way. 3-in-1 oil. Oh, that's good, isn't it? I don't know what brand that is or anything. It's say the same on that side, yeah. Oh, I quite like that, you know. I think that's pretty sweet. I'm just digging into the side of this bank and I've seen another bottle, so I'll let you come with me and we'll see if it's anything exciting. Oh, it's pretty sweet, isn't it? I don't think there's any name or anything on it, which is a shame. Let me just show you all of these bottles that I've dug up, but probably I'm not going to take home. Loads and loads of different types of sauce bottles, look. None of them have sort of got names or anything on. Some of them are screw top, but not all of them. That one's not. So a whole sort of range of ages. But unfortunately we're finding so much stuff that we can't take it all home with us. As much as we might like to. And I'll just show you some pottery finds that I've had so far, and then I'll catch you up with the rest in a minute. So these are my nicest sort of pottery finds. I've got another batch of them just sort of down the bank a bit, so I'll show you those in a sec. But these bits are going to come home. I really like them, look. And this nice little bit of pink glass, look. Beautiful, aren't they? So there's something for everyone, which is really good. Ryan's laughing at me because obviously those of you who watch my channel will know I quite like to sort of wander down the river, have a look at little bits and bobs and the lovely scenery. I'm not used to this amount of hard work, so it's much more physically demanding than a sort of mooch around the river, but it's worth it to find all of this lovely stuff. So we've got another bottle here, look, and I'm just going to go in. Oh, look what I found on the way in. That's really nice. Try and clean that up for you. See what that is. Looks like a door knocker of some kind, doesn't it? Anyway, what I was going to show you was this bottle. Look, let's have a look and see what it is. Oh, it's complete. Look, it might have still had the top on it, but it hasn't. No name, unfortunately. But yeah, there you go. And I quite like this. There's a sort of little bonus find on the way, look. So you've probably noticed Ryan and I have been digging separately, so it's been hard to sort of film me digging too much apart from when I come across something. But I'm going to just film while Ryan digs so we can bring you with us a little bit, and we'll see if we find anything exciting. Lots of broken bits, aren't there? look at that. That's lovely. Oh wow, that's really nice. Nice shape. Can't see a name or anything on it. Look at that, isn't that great? We've just found an old padlock, look at that. Isn't it a shame when you find broken bits of some what would have been really lovely sort of bottles or pieces? I'm sure that one would have been magnificent. So there is stuff coming out of this hole. I'll catch you up on a couple of little finds that we've had in a minute. But meanwhile, Ryan's found this big metal find. It's quite ornate, isn't it? But it's big and very heavy, so he's using all of his strength at the moment to get it out. So he's going to dig around it and then I'll bring you back and let you know what it is. We're quite intrigued by it. So here it is. This is what it looks like. We've got a feeling that we've probably broke it getting it out actually, but it's so heavy. I wonder what it was. It looks like a sort of bench end or something, doesn't it? It's beautiful though, isn't it? What a design. You can see some nice pieces of pottery coming out of this bit, but there is a glass bottle just here that Ryan's just going to pull out and see if it's anything exciting. Oh, it's really nice. Quite a similar shape to the last one, isn't it? I wonder what that was. Screw top, look. Must have had a sort of label of something on the front there. I quite like that one, you know. So this hole is still interesting to us. We're going to keep digging it a little bit more. I'll bring you back shortly. We'll let you know what we find. We really are finding all sorts of stuff here. And look, Ryan's just got the heel of an old shoe, look. We quite often find these in the river, so it's quite interesting to see where they come from, isn't it? Just having a little restful break, and I thought I'd just let you hear the sound of the running water. What a pleasant soundtrack to finding some interesting stuff. Let me just catch up on a few of the things that we've found then so far. So there's some nice small bottles there, which I really like. This one on the left has still got a bit of the cork inside. And some people sort of, give me tips to get them out and stuff. Actually, I think it adds a bit of character to it, so I'm quite fond of that. A little bit of milk glass there, look, to add to my cosmetic jar collection. So Ryan found that, super pleased with that. Some really nice pieces of pottery that are going to come home with me. This one's lovely, look, a little bit with a sort of house on it. We found absolutely loads of paste jars, as you can imagine. Mostly Shiphams, a few others as well. We've probably got about 10, I reckon, complete ones. And this nice old wine bottle, look. So yeah, all in all, it's been a good haul so far, and we're still going, so we'll bring you back shortly. Look, it's so nice when you just find the edge of a bottle, isn't it, and then just pull out a complete one. Oh, I like that. It's nice. Look at this marvellous batch of pottery. This is the next lot that's going to come home with me and be made into something beautiful, even more beautiful, I should say. Lots of blue and white pieces. This piece looks quite oriental, look. And this with the lovely sort of flower pattern on it. So I'm really pleased with my pottery finds. And I'll catch you up with some of the other stuff we found too. See you in a sec. Ryan's just found this, look. It says successors to the California Fig Syrup Co. We found one of these before, Cali Fig, but a smaller one. They're nice, aren't they? I don't think they're sort of particularly rare, but that's not necessarily why I do it. I just like to find interesting stuff that's had a bit of a history and tells a tale of the past. So I'm going to keep that one, It's always nice to be able to see what was in a bottle, isn't it, as well, I think. And then you can probably see this one in the background. We found lots of these, just a sort of plain bottle. So yeah, there's been plenty here. It's been a good dig so far. And I'll show you some more of our haul in a sec. Look at this. This is a jar of Crusham salts. Still with the lid on. Another broken piece, but look, I'm sure it would have been something marvellous in its time. Look at that glass. A glass handle of something, what a shame. Okay, I'll just catch you up on some of the nicer bottles that we found. So there's lots of these nice sort of square ones, no name unfortunately. Sort of stopper. It's just mud, I think. I love this one. The shape of that's great, isn't it? And this one I think is brilliant. Nice square one. Sauce bottle. We found quite a few Bovril jars actually. And I'm surprised how pleased I am to find them. There's another one, look. They just look great, don't they? Another one of these, look. I think that's the same, isn't it? Loads and loads of small ones, the same as this, look. It's really nice to find. And then let me just bring you over here carefully and show you some of the paste jars that we found. So we find quite a lot of these in rivers and brooks and things. If you've watched my videos, you'll be familiar with the concept of a paste jar, I'm sure. So obviously a sort of medicine jar there as well. And that's just a few of them. And Ryan found this look, which is quite sweet, like an old doorknob. Quite like that. It's a little bit lost out here, doesn't it? So yeah, absolutely tons to be found today. We're just about to start packing up. But I'll bring you back shortly and let you know if we find anything else on the way out. And I'll show you my finds. So 2 more nice finds, like another jar of crushed salt with the lid on, but a different size. And then this I'll show you because it's really lovely, but unfortunately, look, it's got a hole in the side. What a shame. I'm quite used to finding handles like this in the river, actually, in my little brooks and my walks. They're quite nice, aren't they? Always sweet to find. Look at those little feet on it. And there you go. There's one here too. So I said earlier that the water's quite shallow at the moment, which is surprising because although we've had a few days of nice weather before that, it was actually quite bad. We had a storm a couple of weekends ago, last weekend maybe. But yeah, it's pretty low. So I just thought while I'm on the way out, I might just have a little mooch around the water, see if anything's dropped out of that dump that it's worth finding and taking home. You can see all the leaves falling now, look, turn into mulch on the ground. Look, there's like a layer of leaves under the water as well, which makes it pretty difficult to spot stuff actually. It's really beautiful here. I can't spot anything obvious, probably because I've just been spoilt for choice digging in the mud. So I'm going to end the video here. I will take some photos of the best things that I found and just show you my bottle dump finds. There's definitely much more potential here though, so we will be back again. We are hoping to go out larking over the weekend as well, so fingers crossed the weather will hold for that and the water levels will stay down. And I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching. We're just on our way back to the car now. Just thought I'd show you. Look at this with the lovely autumnal colours. Isn't it stunning? So we'll definitely be back to the bottle dump, as I said, but we might also do a lark in here, see if there's anything under the river. So stay subscribed for more, and hope to see you soon. Bye! Hi everyone, so I wasn't going to do a roundup, but I will just show you some of the things that have come home with me because they look pretty great now they're home. My first observation is that bottles found in bottle dumps are much easier to clean than those that have been in the river for years, so that's been a bit of a relief. So here are my favourite bits of pottery. We saw most of them there, I think. Lots of bits of blue and white. I love this little piece here with, look, this little house on it. Great, isn't it? Bit of pink glass. Some really great patterns there. So I absolutely love those, and this bit in the middle is just stunning. I mean, look at some of the patterns on here, look. Isn't that brilliant? So I'm really pleased with my pottery finds today, actually. Nice flowers, look, it's great, isn't it? And then let me just show you some of the other stuff, the bottles and other glass things that we brought home, now that they're all cleaned up. Here we go, all cleaned up. Look at them, looking great, aren't they? So I brought home lots of different things. I usually just bring things home, not because they're valuable or particularly historically significant. I just keep things that I like, and I like all of these things. So I started off with this little set of these. Look, these look great, sort of lit up. And you can kind of fill them with coloured things as well. They look pretty great. I love this Brill cream just because it's Brill cream. I didn't know it ever came in a glass jar, so big fan of that. These tiny ones, always my favourite to get really small ones. Still with the lid on, look. Something funky inside it. And look at this. It's like a little wish jar, isn't it? These two are really nice. Just really like the shape and pattern of those. One's sort of blue kind of colour. This nice when you saw Ryan find that one as I was filming him, and then this is just a lovely jar in front, isn't it? What a great shape. This is just for the, again, the shape and the design of that. It looks brilliant, doesn't it? The Cali Fig one to go with my other one. Lots of pastries. I only brought one home today because I haven't got one like this, although I found one before. This is a CWS rather than Chipham's. It's quite nice, isn't it? And then two Crush'em salt jars with the lids, two different sizes, so they're like a little pair, aren't they, which is quite cute. I brought this home. It's got the little cork in it, you saw that, and I just really like the shape of that, and it's got a little mini me as well, look, also with a cork in it. What are the chances of that, eh? So that's why I brought those home. Obviously this comes home because I'm a bit of a collector of these. And then we actually ended up somehow, I don't quite know how, with 4 Bovril jars. I had 2 and Ryan had 2, but that's no bad thing, I guess. The interesting thing is that most of them are screw cap apart from this one. This one isn't, look. So this is obviously just that bit older. And then finally, just going to jump cut to the find of the day. Ta-da! we found a cod bottle, and actually look how well it's cleaned up. So probably a couple of weeks ago now, I think I did a video of me sort of cleaning up and putting my collection together, and you'll have seen that I've got a cod bottle that is still full of mud, and I didn't know how to clean it, and someone gave me a tip and I've used it for this one, and a few sort of bits inside still, but it's worked a treat, so thank you so much for that. I'll have to get the other one cleaned up now. There it is, look, you can finally hear the little ding of that marble. It's really, really great, isn't it? It's one of my favourite finds ever, I think, and definitely the find of the day. And it says established 1864, and it's the J.B. Bowler noted bath water. This bottle belongs to J.B. Bowler Bath. So I'm not, as I said to you before, I know a little bit about J.B. Bowler, and he's quite notorious in Bath. So watch out for my next video, because in between this one going up and the next one, I'm going to sort of do a special visit, and there will be a special appendix to the next video about J.B. Bowler and how I know about him. So this bottle is obviously a little bit older than quite a lot of the others that we found. I found it, so, you know, not that we're particularly competitive, Ryan and I, but, you know, I think I won. And I had to dig quite deep for it, and look at it. What a beautiful find. So I hope you've enjoyed this video and you've enjoyed my collection and you've enjoyed coming with me on my adventure today. Hope to be out again soon, so hope to see you next time. You can find me on Facebook if you haven't already, Lucy's Larking Adventures, and I'm on Twitter at Lucy Larking. Catch you soon, bye!